The reserve income tax credit, which is essentially a $20,000 grant to over 300,000 people. They've just been spending money to try and get themselves back to where they were. And we have been a bit cautious in putting out our ideas because we have found on multiple occasions that they tend to be appropriated by the Labour Party. And then they're so powerful in the media and their communications is so strong, it's very difficult for us to set the narrative to show that we were really the originators of that idea.
Bless up ABR family and viewers. Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl and Isabel Rose. And in this one, opposition leader Mark Golding takes New York and New Jersey at a meet and greet. And today he graced the St. John's United Methodist Church in Valley Stream, New York. And he spoke out on the recent polls as well as the corruption and the People's National Party not giving away too much of their plans due to the fact that this current government always appropriates the People's National Party's plan. And I'm about to let you hear what he says and to give some information on the whole recent poll findings. Stay tuned for the details at hand. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Notification shout out goes to Chelsea Clinton. Big up yourself, Chelsea. Thanks for the continued support. So ABR family, we know that there's a lot of polls circulating in the media space right now, and most of them are being done by Don Anderson, some of them paid for by the business class. And this recent one we're seeing right now where they ask, which party would you vote for if elections were called today? And we know that the polls are a snapshot in time of the current time. And this is a comparison between September 2024 and February 2025 poll findings. And so last year, 39.3% said they would have voted for the People's National Party. Compared to now, they fell down by approximately 4% to 35.4%. Last year, for the JLP, the people stated 30.2% would have voted for them, and they only went up by 0.5%, so that's 30.7% for now. And 30% are still undecided. So it's not that the 4% went over to the Jamaica Labour Party. The people have lost confidence in them. The people saying that they're corrupt. Even a poll recently stated that 62% of the people doesn't feel that Andrew Onle should go forward as the leader of the Jamaica Labour Party with a 4-year uncertified statutory declaration. And so we know that the Don Anderson poll is a 95% confidence. So the people have a great amount of percentage of confidence in this poll other than any other poll. And remember that Don Anderson doesn't sit or hasn't sit on any form of government board to say that yeah, he is affiliated or whatsoever. But we know that from the other side, them people sit on whole heap of government boards who are running the Jamaica Labour Party's polls. And so there you have it right there. So the People's National Party still in the lead. And they have enough time, I believe, to raise that. We even seen a poll where Don Anderson did a poll and it says that the voter turnout will be approximately 45%. And so I'm imploring you, family, to go out and get on yourself, for those who are not on the voters list, to get on yourself on the voters list and play your part in this general election to come. Now I'm about to let you hear from Mark Golding himself and what he said at this after church meeting for the meet and greet.
So and I'm just touching quickly on those things. I mean, there's a lot. I could speak on every area if I needed to, agriculture and many other things. But essentially we have a very difficult task ahead of us. But if Jamaica doesn't get a change of government now, I don't know what kind of state we're going to be. You know, because we have a corrupt government and a power-hungry government, and they're supported by the elite, and the media is bought out by them too. So it's not an easy road to trod the road that we are treading, comrades. It is not going to be easy to get them out, because you know the news, the things that we put out don't get covered. You know, even today, there's a poll being run right now. It's a independent. I think it was paid for by some business people. A Don Anderson poll. The key metric in any poll is voter intention. Who do you intend to vote for? That's the key metric. Today they published it on a Saturday, which is the lowest sales of any newspaper day. When it shows that the PNP is 5% ahead. You know, we were at 9 at the end of September, so we have come off a bit. The Labour Party hasn't got any of that. They are where they were. It's the undecided that have grown. In the meantime, they have had their conference, they have had the Spark program, they've had the reserve income tax credit, which is essentially a $20,000 grant to over 300,000 people. They've just been spending money to try and get themselves back to where they were. And we have been a bit cautious in putting out our ideas, because we have found on multiple occasions that they tend to be appropriated by the Labour Party. And then they're so powerful in the media and their communications is so strong, it's very difficult for us to set the narrative to show that we were really the originators of that idea. And so we are trying to time our release so that we don't suffer from that. But in the meantime, we have held our own in the polls, and I think when we start to now reveal what we intend to do for the people, we will see the growth. I'm glad that you mentioned contract work. No, it was Sophia. Sophia. The contract work issue is a big issue in Jamaica. You know, where a lot of our employees are working for years on short-term contracts with no job security, and the benefits that Michael Manley fought for and introduced are being deprived from them. And of course, wages in the tourism sector was also mentioned, and we had a series of strikes in the last quarter of last year by hotel workers who are not unionized because of those very issues. And you know, we have been advocating for a joint industrial council for the tourism industry, where the workers and the employers and the government sit in a joint meeting and hammer out a basic set of minimum standards of terms of employment, like we have in the construction industry in Jamaica. And the security guards need it too, where there are masses of employees and no representation. And as a result, you get very oppressive conditions prevailing. So these are some of the things that we need to do in the spirit of the liberators in this room. God bless you all. Thank you for having us. And the word is love.
There's a QR code that circulates and we can make a deposit. Yes, we have some QR codes here.
And don't forget, ABR family, that the People's National Party will be hosting a town hall meeting to speak on the whole Portmore matter, and then passing the bill to turn Portmore in the 15th parish without the ECJ cutting the boundaries. And we know that it's not going to work, because only the ECJ is legal to cut boundaries in Jamaica. So stay tuned for that. And let me know what you want to say in the comment section about what was outlined in this video. Let me hear what you want to say. I do believe that Mark Golding will come forward with some policies and with some plans in this budget debate to come. He will be speaking on March the 18th, and we await that. As well as, I do believe that he's waiting for them to call the general election date so that he can fully lay out everything in the People's National Party manifesto. So stay tuned for all of those to come. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel on the road to 30K and beyond. Help me to get there. Share out the videos, get this video to at least 4,000 likes. Stay tuned for more videos, stay tuned for more updates. Big up on yourself.